What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, we are talking about the Spring Weatherly Hill Climb. This is a 2019 Spring Weatherly Hill Climb. It's an awesome hill climb, and if this is your first time seeing what a hill climb is all about, this is the perfect video for you. There's going to be a novice meeting. We're going to go up the hill a couple times with the truck, and then we're going to do a couple of runs on the hill right in this video, so stay tuned for that. It's a ton of fun. A big part of the hill climbs is, of course, the history. As you can see here, this is one of the old Jaguars. This Jaguar with license plate Old Cat has been doing hill climbs here for the last 20 or 30 years. That is not actually the Jaguar's driver. The Jaguar's driver's name is Sue, and she is an awesome driver. Heading over to the novice meeting.
Says, I'm the driving instructor. I'm done. I quit. Mike Robinson is going to do the driving instructing today, along with, where is he? Where's Jason? There he is. Jason back here. And that's a good thing for you guys, because I've been doing it for a whole bunch of years. I don't know if I'm good at it, but all I did was drive a 55 horsepower car. These guys drive cars that go fast. We're not going to teach you the line, the fastest line, but we will at the jump and the curve toward the finish line. It's very dangerous.
Well, there you heard it. This does have a jump and quite a dangerous curve at the end there of the track, because this is not a track. This is actually a hill climb. They close off public roads and we go up a giant hill. That's all a hill climb is, and that's pretty damn cool.
Well, big heat and throw it away. With that, I turn it over to Mike.
So as you heard that guy say there, this is a very dangerous sport, especially the hill climbs. If you crash here, you're likely crashing into a tree, and it's not a pretty thing. So what they do for the novices, and if you're to be a novice, basically means that you haven't done this hill yet before. I've done Duria, I've done Giant's Despair. This is my first time at Weatherly. Definitely won't be my last, but they send you up the hill, and as you can see, it's extremely treacherous. So they send you up with these pickup trucks, and we have stops all along the course, and they show us, okay, don't do this, don't do that. During the jump, keep your wheels straight and make sure you don't aim for the trees. There's a lot of cool things that they tell us and make sure that we don't end up into the trees. We really don't want to send our cars there if we can avoid it. So we have a nice group of novices here, and we actually had a good trip up the mountain. But after this, it was time to prepare and do a practice run in our actual cars. All right, we're back at camp. We're gonna get ready right now. Got to put our helmet on. Got to get the cameras on. This is base camp. This is Jane. Say hi, Jane. It's pretty tight in here, but it's pretty good. We got some tents everywhere. So this is where we line up, and this is actually going to be a practice run. So all of the novices or anybody that really just wants to line up and go up the hill without actually being timed or anything gets sent up the hill so we can see for the first time. As you can see from the lineup, it's a very good lineup. We got some turbocharged Integras, we got old Neons, we got Porsches, we got Mustangs, we got all types of cars. These two Neons are actually pretty awesome. They've been doing hill climbs for quite a long time. It's a family actually, so father, daughter, I think mother, cousin, and there I am right here behind this Neon. Little Prelude right there. Love that Prelude. Since I'm in the car, you may be wondering who's filming, and that's the crew chief Jane. Now you know Jane's in a few of my other videos. If you haven't seen her, she's in a few of my Type R and S2000 videos, and you'll see a little bit more of her. She's actually gotten really good at camera work. So, all right, let's go ahead and go up this hill and see what it looks like. And just like that, we had our first breakdown of the day. So on our first practice run, we had a breakdown, and the car had to be towed back all the way back to the start line. So our first practice run was not as successful as I wanted it to be. This is the setup before the final little corner here, and that's the finish line. So there you have it. That's the first practice run done and dealt with. We all line up and we go down the hill. Let's show you what the downhill of this hill climb looks like, just to give you guys some depth at how daunting this hill climb really is. Alright, we're heading right to where the jump is. This is the jump. And it's pretty exhilarating to go up that section and literally jump through at about 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. It's pretty good. Before that jump, of course, there's a series of hairpin uphill turns. As you can see, as I go down those turns, they are also very exhilarating to go up. I mean, you basically have to set up perfectly and then mat it to the floor. Since it's a front-wheel drive car, you mat it to the floor as you go through, and let understeer and going uphill take its course. Now, if I was in a faster car, it'd be different, but I'm in a momentum car, and a porky one at that. This Prelude is not exactly known to be the fastest of cars. It's super fun, though, I'll tell you that. So after you go up the hill, you line up at the top, you wait for everybody in your group to finish up, and then you all come back down the hill at the same time, as quickly and safely as possible. It's super important to not go too fast, as there's lots of pedestrians and other things in the way. You can kind of see a sample of what kind of cars there are. As you can see, there are all types of cars. There's a Del Sol, there's a Volkswagen, there's my Prelude, and right behind me is a very old two-stroke Saab. Very classic two-stroke Saab. Very awesome. So after we come back, we line up, and then we start to line up for our real attack up the hill. Shout out to Jody Miller. His Civic Si lines up pretty well against my Honda Prelude, and he and I had a pretty good competition. He was able to beat me pretty easily at this Weatherly Hillclimb, whereas last year at Giants Despair I gave him a run for his money. Let's see how he does. And this is a supercharged or turbocharged Integra Type R. Pretty awesome. They did pretty well, actually. Man, I love me some red Corvettes. Let's see how this thing does. Alright, here we go. We're going to line up here for our first real run. It's going to be a good run. Of course, it'll be the slowest run of the weekend, but it's really my first good time going up there, so let's see how we do it. As you can see, we line up, they check for safety and other things, and it's all about keeping the driver safe as much as possible on these pretty dangerous hill climbs.
From base landing driving a 56 MGA, Class B1.
These need to be a lot tighter.
Pull the strap here.
So as
Wherever-
expected, he's doing his
wherever- I
job,
don't
making
wanna
sure
do it
I'm
to
all
you,
strapped
but
in
the
as
idea is
tight
to
as I
keep your
can.
arms in check and
Gotta make sure to be
not
safe
use
here.
forward
As I
strap
said before, this is
not
one of the
keeping
most
them in
dangerous
check.
forms of motorsport.
Try that.
That's good.
You good?
Yep.
All right.
And there we have it. My first time up the Weatherly Hillclimb. It was very slow. I didn't do anything right at all. But your first time up the hill, you should take it easy, and I did. I learned where to take some curves, where to gain some speed. I do it much faster next time, which we will cover in the next video. So go ahead and stay tuned for that video. It's going to be a super fun video, way more fun than this one. It'll be me going up the hill quite a few more times, gaining more and more speed and gaining more and more time, and trying to stay competitive within my class, the DSP class. Very competitive this year. We got the Civic Si, we had the Audi, we had the Mazda RX-8, and a couple other cars as well. Integra GSR, I think 2 of them. It was quite a fun time. I really enjoyed my time. So stay tuned. There's going to be 2 more videos on the Weatherly Hillclimb, and then we'll have some interviews from Mark Albell, the guy with the ridiculous V8 M3, and a record-breaking Volkswagen GTI that also won his class. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.